Paula, Baggage Claim. It's such a fun movie, and of course, you're adorable. I've dubbed you the relationship princess of the film industry. So we love it. Talk to me about how much fun it was to do this film.
You know what? This was a dream come true for me. This was a movie that I have loved for a long time, and it's script formation. I read this script when I was making Just Right, before I was even pregnant, and I laughed out loud when I read it. And then I made my husband and my best friend come in and read it with me. Like, I'm not crazy. This is amazing, right? And we all laughed out loud. I thought this is an opportunity of a lifetime. It's not very often that you get a chance as a Black woman to be a lead in a romantic comedy,
Yeah.
let's face it. And it was so well written. David Tower did a great job. And then I read the book, and I loved the book. And we met, and we had a great meeting. But at the time, the studio was sort of like, well, we don't really know her that well. And so they went and casted someone else, and then the movie it fell apart as things happen in this business. And it was funny, it was years later. I had had my son and done Mission Impossible and such, and then they called and they had said, David's going to make Baggage Claim again, and he wants you. And I thought, you gotta be kidding me. I thought about that script, thought about that movie, wanting to see how we could get it back, into play. So when that call came, it was like a dream come true for me, because I've wanted this for quite a while.
And you worked really hard with it too. When I talked to David, he said, oh, she did everything. She pulled out all the stops. She got in the trash can. She ran through the airport. Because personally, I was out of breath watching you run through the airport, because I know how that feels. Like, you deserve a gold medal.
Thank you,
for that.
thank you.
How much running did you do through the airport in Ontario?
I did a lot of running. I think I have like numb toes. That toes that don't even, I can't feel them anymore. But to me, that's the fun of acting, is to give yourself over to it 1,000%. Do you know? That's the meditation for me. My favorite thing is being on set and doing the work. So, and also, us actors, you want it to be real as possible. So you want to run into the scene and give it everything you've got, the same way you would in life.
Yeah.
So you just go for it, because you really want to please the audience. To me, I never stop thinking about the people in the theater, because I'm an audience goer, and they're important to me. And people, they pay their hard-earned money to come see you for 2 hours, or see a lot of us. And I feel like you have to give them, everything you got, because they deserve it.
So, in filming the movie, the cast is extensive, and as David calls it, pretty. It's a pretty cast.
We've got a lot of good-looking people in our movie, men and women.
Yes, you do. So, were there anything that happened behind the scenes? Did you guys have any type of songs that you sang before you started filming, or was there any other daily traditions that you guys came up with, or just any fun stories?
You know what was great? David would always because you never knew, there was always a new person that came to set every day. So and that was always exciting. And so you couldn't really get that rhythm of like our daily joke or something. But what was great about David, he'd always make each person's goodbye the biggest thing. I mean, like balloons would go off. It was like, thank you so much for being in our movie. And it was like his streamers would fly down, and it was something we all got used to. And it was great, because it was a celebration of all these great actors that gave their time and gave their passion to the movie. Everybody came wanting to do their best because they believed in the project, and for that we're all so grateful. And so they deserved that. Yeah. Whenever they'd say this is their last scene, it was like you had won the sweepstakes or something,
Exactly.
So that was something that was common with us.
Okay, all right. Now, I just finished speaking with Boris Kodjoe, and
Yes.
I told him that the chemistry that you guys had on screen was amazing. Watching it, it's like, oh my gosh, it's Paula Patton and it's Boris Kodjoe, and they're lip-locking and they're kissing really well.
And they're married.
And they're married. Like, what in the world?
It's called legal cheating. It's part of the business. My husband got to do his video,
Yes.
and I got to do my movie. No, I'm just kidding. No, listen, obviously it is all professional, but that is part of the deal. I mean, that's excitement, is that I actually don't get too social with my co-stars or anybody that I'm working with, because I don't want to lose any of the magic in chit-chat, waiting around for cameras. I'm often very I'll sometimes just go to the bathroom just to be by myself, because I don't want to waste energy when the camera's not rolling, so that you can really give of yourself, and feel free and not be like, oh, I saw them flirting over by craft services.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You know it's
Yeah, you don't need that, but the audience wants to see it full out, and you want to give it all of yourself to it without feeling self-conscious. So my trick is that I'm not social with people really, like during the filming, outside of it. But then when they yell action, you can go in and
Action.
kiss the heck out of each other and not feel bad. And then you say bye and you run back to your trailer as fast as possible.
Right. Keep it short and simple.
Yes.
Well, it is a relationship film, and
Yes.
I've talked with the other cast members about, love and relationships and marriage, and as we all know, you have a really great marriage with Robin.
Oh, thank you.
And you guys have been together for quite a while. How many years have you been married?
We've been married 8 years now.
Okay.
And we've known each other, though, since we were in high school. He was 14, I was 15 when we met.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
It's wild.
So I've asked this of Boris, who's also been married
Yes.
to Nicole for 8 years, and Derek, who's been married to Sophia for 14 and a half years.
I didn't know they've been married that long, too.
Yes.
Oh, wow, amazing.
So what's the key, do you think, to staying married, which is one of the themes in the film, is staying married?
I think it's twofold. One is you have to compromise, and you have to, as women, sometimes it's hard because our intentions are always good, so it's hard for us to listen to a man when he's saying, I got a problem with this, and oftentimes men will only say it once.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of clue into it pretty quickly. So you got to be bendable that way and try to compromise, and then you really have to have passion.
Yeah.
You have to still have that fire for one another. I think that's the important part. There's got to be friendship and fire.
Yeah, like Boris said, he still treats Nicole like his girlfriend.
He should, and that's beautiful. I mean, God, how boring would life be if that wasn't happening? Yeah, he better chase that beautiful woman. Sometimes I'm chasing Robin, sometimes he's chasing me. You got to keep playing games even when you're married, or else it gets stale.
You do, and in your case, write a song,
That never hurts. That never hurts.
How do you feel about Blurred Lines? She was such a huge hit.
Oh, I'm so thrilled. I mean, you got to understand that we've been together so long. This is a dream that we've dreamt together forever, and I feel like it's long overdue, quite frankly, because I think he's just a genius, and I'm so happy that the world now has been able to recognize his talent, and I love that song. Yeah. I loved the video. I didn't know what the hoopla was. I think naked women are beautiful. They're all over the Louvre, every museum you've ever been to, There's something about it. They like to paint.
Yes, it's art.
It's art.
Yes.
And so I'm thrilled for him. And we're really very thankful.
Good for you. Well, just a couple more quick questions. So I did ask Jill and Adam about, do they feel that there is a such thing as a perfect match? Like, or if there's a perfect love out there for you?
I think the mistake is saying perfect.
Okay.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I think that's a problem to make anything perfect. No, I think that everything's got its little nooks and crannies. You got to accept people for their good and their bad. Yeah. That's life. No one's perfect, so how could you have a perfect match? Right. That's my personal opinion. Do you know what I mean? You have a great match. You have something that works really well, and it wouldn't be like any other. Yeah. However, there's some things that get on my nerves about that man.
Like what?
I'm not. Hey, listen, that's why I'm still married, okay? I'm not going to say it. But on occasion, if he could pick up after himself on occasion, tennis shoes don't have to be right in the living room where you took them off. Right. But so we'll just keep it there. And I'm sure there's things that are really annoying about me. Oh. I had to learn to love him like a wife and not a mother.
Okay. Oh, that's important.
Because I learned love from my mom. Yeah. So when I met a man, you love them sometimes like a mom. Yes. You have to remember that they're a grown man, and you gotta love them like a woman.
Yeah, Adam said that earlier. He said a lot of times when people look for a mate, that they sometimes look for their parents.
Yes.
And I asked him, I was like, is that a good or a bad thing? And he said, well, it depends on who your parents are.
Yes, that's true. No comment.
Well, we know that you got it right, girl.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Wonderful, and thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, love.
To speak with us. Loved you in the film.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Just adorable. Montana's great.
Thanks.
And I did want to ask you, do you have any friends like Gail and Sam in real life, or some people that are?
Do I have some friends like Gail and Sam? In real life? Yeah, I do, actually. Different parts. Not exactly the same, but absolutely.
Okay, all right. So they kind of keep you grounded, or they keep you.
I have a gay husband, actually.
Okay.
And I think that's actually, he's one of my best friends. And I think every woman should have a gay husband.
Yeah.
Do you know? Because it's someone to shop with. Don't make your man go shopping.
Don't make him.
Don't make the man go
Yeah.
shopping.
Yeah.
Go with someone's going to enjoy it.
Well, I love it. Well, thank you so much, Paula. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
speaking
much.
with us. Baggage claim out September 27th. Paula Patton as Montana Moore. You don't want to miss her, even if it's just to see her run through the airport 50,000 times to find a man. Girls, you know what I'm talking about. All right, Paula, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.